Writers present Wildest.
Hello and welcome to Wild Streets from Titus. At least the presentation is good. And we all know, those of us who are old school gamers, that Titus means quality. They only release the best of the best games, without question. And I'm not being sarcastic, not at all. No. I wouldn't. No, that's not for me. No. This game does have a special relation to me based on the fact that the very first Amiga 500 I ever bought, this game came with it, and I was playing. It was the first game I played on my own Amiga, and yeah, trying to show this off to my brother to show him how great a computer the Amiga was didn't convince him. Wall Street is a side-scrolling beat-em-up-ish thing with a few gimmicks. The first one is quite, well, both of them are quite obvious. The Panther, your companion, can knock out bad guys from time to time. Not entirely useful all the time, but every little bit helps and all that. And obviously the other gimmick is your revolver, Magnum 44, Python 357 thing, I don't know, whatever the case. It makes it somewhat easier to get past the bad guys when you just shoot them. Like so. Of course, the ammunition to that revolver is quite limited, and some bad guys will drop ammunition once defeated, but it's not a common occurrence. You have to fight most of the bad guys, and as you can see, we all know that revolvers are reloaded by clips. I don't know whether it was just a decision made from the team or people behind this game for an easier reference of what was ammunition. I don't know. Whatever the case, it seems a bit wonky, but it's a minor detail. Compared to the rest of the game, it is a minor detail. Let's start with the graphics. People may well know that there's a game that's called Sword of Sodom, and Danes in particular makes a bit fun of it because, of course, it was made by a Danish team and it was considered to be a graphical demo and nothing else. Everything was pretty until it started moving. This game makes Sword of Sodom look smooth. The fighting is awkward, to say the least. The range of your attacks is varied. The same attack can have two different ranges. You seem to take damage for no particular reason at times, and sometimes you get hit without being anywhere near anyone who can hit you. I have been knocked out of a jump kick from halfway across the screen once or twice. So hitboxes are quite imaginative, to say the least. The sound design is okay. The music is tolerable, the sound effects are a bit hollow perhaps, but they do what they're supposed to do. They provide sound, odd enough. Something that's quite interesting about is the fact that the jump kick, I game over it for no reason, because I took damage apparently when I was doing the jump kick. It's a super powerful move, so of course you have to hurt yourself. Anyone who's ever done martial arts know how badly you hurt yourself after a jump kick. But anyway, after a jump kick, there is a hit sound, whether you actually hit something or not. I don't know whether it was for dramatic effect or just an oversight, but see, even the high score is censoring me because I'm fairly sure I did not move back, but I wasn't allowed to write down. But because I didn't want to just do a 5-minute video, I decided to play another game just so you can enjoy the epicness of Wild Streets. Be careful out there, it's a wild street. Sorry, I just had to do that. The aim of the game is to go through 5 levels, rescue some dude, and go back through the same 5 levels. Considering the enemies on the screen are infinitely respawning, trying to progress past level 1, 2, maybe 3 is just borderline impossible. I'm not going to call it impossible because I wouldn't be surprised if someone actually sat down and completed this game, spending 2 years getting through the different levels. Because of course the difficulty level increases as you progress in levels, and when you are on effectively level 7 and 8, the amount of attacks you are exposed to becomes outright ridiculous. You can get combo stunned into oblivion, and it doesn't make for a very enjoyable experience. I don't know what they were trying to do with this game. I don't know whether it was an attempt to make their own version of Vigilante, which of course is a similar style game. But whatever the case, I wish they hadn't bothered, because I'm just trying to remember, was it Wall Streets or was it Mean Streets? I actually think it was Mean Streets even, which I think is a much better game. I'll have a look at some point. Which was bundled with some Amigas when you bought them. But back then, of course, quality control was an individual thing. If you didn't read reviews, then you could buy something like this and be horribly disappointed for the about 30 quid you just thrown out the window, because that was the price for an average Amiga game back then. Titus released an awful lot of games, and outside of Crazy Cars 3, I don't think they actually released anything that was remotely playable. I mean, this is playable, it is a game, it's definitely playable, but it's just not very enjoyable to play. It's actually rather painful, unpleasant, frustrating, agitating, annoying, yeah. Once you've moved enough screens to the right, by the way, you have to endure a short load, because of course the boss at the end of each level is much more powerful and much more special, so that has to take up a separate sprite that has to be loaded. If you walk past the boss, he will walk off the left side of the screen and loop back around on the right hand side. Yeah, whatever. This game is not meant to, I don't know. You know what, when you look at something like this, you wonder why they even bothered. I mean, someone somewhere must have played this game and said, you know what guys, this actually sucks. Can you improve it? So I don't know whether it's lack of experience or lack of ability, but games like these, a dime a dozen, or whatever you call it, on the Amiga, unfortunately. And playing with this kind of crap is a criminal offense. It should be a criminal offense. This game is going to finish right around here, and I will do a high score write-up, which I think is appropriate for the quality of this game. we get to the looting of the boss, and I die instantly after for no apparent reason. Didn't jump kick this time, I just died. Game over. So here's my evaluation of Wall Streets. But very, very mature, I admit, but I couldn't resist. One thing of note before I finish this video, which I will do shortly, I allowed the credits to scroll past and realized that this game would probably been a lot better if it's actually been programmed instead of programmed. Interesting. Oh well, I suppose. Anyway, that's me for this video. Thanks for watching. Take care and bye bye.